How are you doing on this beautiful Friday? It is the first day of summer, June 20th. We're going to do our card making live today. And I found myself, so already, stellar, banging start. All right, let me do all the things. Besties, when you find me, sound off. Okay, let me start the show. Hello, my name is Jessie Tarian. I'm an independent demonstrator with the company Stampin' Up. I'm located in sunny Las Vegas, and in my craft room, we do all things paper craft. And today, we're going to do a triple point card. So I'm kind of excited about this. I don't know. I have a headache today, guys. One of those things, you know what I mean? Like, it just came out of nowhere. Nobody has time for that. It's fine. I'm fine, you're fine. We're all going to be fine. So let's see. Who is on? Hi, Karen. How you doing? Hi, Pam. Hi, Sherry. Everybody's coming on now. How's everybody? How has your week been? We are at the end of the work week, hopefully, for everybody. I had a good week, you know, productive, getting it done. And let me show you the card. Okay. So I just couldn't do the cornflower thing today. I was like, I looked at it and I was like, not enough time has passed. I'm going to give that another moment. And I saw this card like when I was scrolling. Remember when we did the diagonal one where we used that slice and everybody really seemed to like it? So this is a variation of that card. And I thought it was really pretty. And I used that, what is it? Wildflower Birthday 12x12 Specialty DSP pack and the stamp set. So it's a whole suite. When I flip down, I have the spring catalog that has all this stuff, the picture. I own it, but I didn't feel like digging it out. You know, sometimes it's just like that. But we still have the BOGO going on for the suites and the things in the suites. So I wanted to highlight this paper, y'all, because it is chef's kiss, really good. It's got nice, pretty complementary, you know, pastel-y colors. It's good for birthdays, any kind of celebration. It's got cut-aparts. It's got gold foil to it. It's got tags and cut-aparts. So it is the paper that does it all. See? I just like it. Hi, Mom. Oh my goodness. All right. I'm going to flip down, tell everybody hey as they come in. I'll just show you the picture real quick and we'll move on with our lives. Here we go. All right, close your eyes if you get seasick. There we go. You were just on the whirligig ride. Okay. So here's the stamp set. It's really just sentiments. It's got a banner and some flower pieces. I like the font. It's good. Different sizes. Let me pull this in. Okay. The good thing about this suite is stamp set's good, you know, but the die set is giving. You know what I mean? It gives you all those numbers, which you can do a lot with. It gives you pieces to make the little tassels and banners, things like that. And then this really great focal point. It could be a pocket. So I was really impressed with that die set. Now, it's got some dots with coordinating colors. It's got some of that interesting mesh ribbon in gold. And I was actually going to use that on my card tonight, but I want people to be able to see that neat cut, so I didn't want to cover it up with a bunch of stuff. And then the paper, like I said, very pretty. Go online if you want an up-close look at it. But those are all the things. And this is on the sale that's going on now. All right. So there is that, my friends. Okay, so this card is so simple. It goes off of that diagonal cut card that we've done before. So we're not really reinventing the wheel, just making an extra cut, I feel like. And then I took a bunch of the punch outs that the paper pack came with, and I figured we could play with them, have a little fun there. Because it all coordinates. So there's one thing I want to show you when you do this, or a couple things, but when you cut your card base, you're going to do it lengthways, so 11 inches by 4 1/4, scored at 5 1/2. It's still the A2 size, it's just oriented a little differently. And when I did my example card, I glued down my mat and my top sheet to the cover, and then I cut it. And I'm okay with that. But if you don't want it to be layered like this, if you don't glue it down after you make the cuts, you can center them. So you would have, you know, a edge all the way around of your cardstock and your mat and your top piece. So that's really just a preference. It's whichever way you like it, okay? But I'm going to show you where I adhere my stuff down first. So figure out where your front cover is, which is going to be down here in this front panel, bottom panel. I'm going to take my matte piece, which it could be cardstock. It doesn't have to be DSP. I know this is kind of a waste because you're only seeing an edge, but I like that little bit of shimmer with the foil embossment. So I went for it, but when you do your card, you know, it's a basic matte, so you could just use cardstock for this piece, or you could leave it out altogether. Up to you. Now we're going to center this on the bottom. Try to get it straight. Okay. Now I'm going to take my next piece. And I'm going to do the same thing, center it. So at this point, we've just matted it down, right? Now we're going to take our paper trimmer. Next step is to measure where is the middle of your card. If this is 4 1/4, go to 2 and then 1/8, okay? That's your halfway point. Put your finger there or mark it with a pencil if you need to. I'm going to slide it up a little bit, and I'm going to angle in the cut canal from the center point up to this top corner up here. Now it's important when you make this cut that your top of your card is not in that cut canal because it'll look a little funny. So you just want it angled enough where you're not going to cut your scored line, okay? So we've got that in there, kind of eyeball it. Now I'm going to take my blade and I'm going to sink it down in the middle of the paper. Just place it and then push it in and then straight cut up and then bring it back down. And you're going to cut through all 3 layers like that. So we're going to set that to the side. Now we're going to turn our card. Line it back up with that middle. And now you're going to wiggle in your cut canal and just repeat the process. Okay, take your time, get it where you want it, sink your blade, and make sure that you're really putting some pressure on the bar, holding that piece in place so it doesn't wiggle on you. All right, boom. Now you know why it's a triple point card, right? Now we can go ahead and fold that down. We're going to go ahead and give it a good crease with our bone folder. There you go. You're just breaking down those fibers so it lays nice and flat. Could this card be any easier? Now, I chose to use a large focal point on my card. So you are seeing it, but it's not really prominent because you got all this going on. When you do your card, the great thing about this particular layout is you can do any paper, any occasion. You don't need anything special for this. And now you're going to play with your wedges first before you glue anything down. Kind of make them even on each side. Importantly, you want them to fit inside the card. You don't want them overlapping. They're not going to fit in the envelope. Okay, so if you have to turn a little bit more to get it to fit, that's why we play with it before we play with the glue. All right, now, yep, it's there. Jeez Louise. All right. If you're using liquid glue for this part, it gives you just a little bit of wiggle room for when you pick it up. And I like to almost use this bottom corner as my guide. And then I can kind of turn it, see where I want it to live, okay? The most importantly, you don't want to put glue down here because you want your flap to open. Done. Now we're going to put a little bit more. And we're going to repeat the process. See? Liquid glue, a little bit of wiggle room, get it right where we want it. What do you think? Pretty cute? Now, let's play with our cut aparts, which I put right here. Okay. Now on this one, big bold flower, but you could really simple birthday cake, pop it up. Balloons are kind of cute. Kind of like that one. This is a light set, so I want something that's gonna maybe pop a little bit. The nice thing is the cut aparts are, you get 2 sheets of them. So you have a lot for all your card making. See, this is cute. It's covering up so much of it, you know? I feel like it's almost overkill. I think I'm gonna go with the cupcake. So that way you see more of the stuff, if you will. All right. And we're gonna pop it up. So I went to Hobby Lobby, quick run, had to grab some paper, some white cardstock. It was not on sale, bummer. So I just got a small pack. But while I was there, I was like, do I see pumpkins? Do I smell pumpkin spice? Like, what? Yes, ladies, the pumpkining, it's happening. Oh, my heart. I was so excited. I was taking pictures. I think one of the employees thought I was a secret shopper. She kept looking at me like, oh, are we being raided? And I'm like, I didn't bother to explain. I just let her sweat it out, you know? It was fine. So, all right, there we have that. I pulled that aside because I'm kind of feeling it. I don't know. We don't know until we know. So I'm kind of covering up I'll use it on the inside. Anyway, moral of the story, very happy girl over here. My husband almost started to cry. He was like, really? I'm like, no, I'm not going to get anything. I'm going to behave, and I have so much stuff. I'm at the point in my life where I have so much stuff that I don't remember all of it. Like, you know, each year I have to unpack it. It's like Christmas every time I unpack. And I want to start being more mindful about what I purchase instead of just everything I like. You know what I mean? Like, because there's so much space and room for this stuff. And so my new thing is I want to start buying like one piece with purpose each season. And I'm a really big fan of Johanna Parker, if anybody knows what I'm talking about. She does these really cute, like vintagey looking, like mugs and pottery and things like that. So I really just want to start collecting some of her things because I don't have any. And so that's what I'm saying. So I behaved myself. That's the moral of the story. But it still brought me joy like you would not believe. Like, just, I don't know why I'm like this, guys. I just am. So, anyway, I hope you had a moment like that this week where your heart just was happy. Love that. Oh, no, that would be weird. I have to trim it. Good talk, guys. Good talk. Okay. Oh, and I want to say, give a shout out to Sherry. She sent me this pretty card, and I got it in the mail today. Isn't that cute? Love the coloring on the birds. That is so cute. Thank you very much. So, I'm trying to remember when you guys send me cards to show them. And if it wasn't all the way across the room, Cheryl made me a couple bead arts when she came to visit. She gave them to me, and I framed one of them for my spooky corner. It's a ghost with a jack-o'-lantern. holding a candle, you know, totally my vibe. So I had to frame it and put it in my spooky corner. And I will remember someday and pull it out and show you guys. Okay, what do we think? I'm loving it. Have you done this layout before? Are you excited to try it? Now we're just going to bling it up. And really, the paper is doing the work for us with this card, I feel like. No. What was I thinking? Ooh. So tomorrow, I'm sorry. Tomorrow, what am I doing here, guys? I just want more. That's what I'm trying to tell you. And I would put a pink one there, but I think it's gonna get lost. Let's try it. Anyway, tomorrow is my in-person card making. Super excited about that. So, I have 3 of the 4 cards done. We're going to have a big group. So it's the same group, really. It's just larger. When I have a larger group, I like to do an extra card just so nobody's waiting as long, I feel like. But I use this paper pack in one of my cards as well. So what do we think? Do you love it? Are you going to go try it? Which one do you like better? The birthday cake or the flowers? Or are they both good? I think they're both good. Just depends what you need it for. And I didn't want to put a whole lot on there because it is kind of busy, so I didn't even put words. But you could totally like put a little happy birthday or something on there, you know? Or like hi in the corner. Might be cool. Might be good. I don't know. What are you thinking? Let's see. Great. I'm glad. Gotta try it, Tammy. Perfect. Very cute, says Pam. Yay. I'm so happy. Oh, good. You saw it, Sherry? Maybe I saw it on Pinterest. Maybe it was on one of your boards. Because sometimes, I share, you know, I follow some of your boards. In my For You, it'll like throw it up there. So that might have been where I got that from. So perfect. I just saw it and I was like, oh yeah, this is like the other one we did. But how simple. Like it looks really complicated, but really it's what we always do, and then you just cut it and present it differently. So super easy. You could also, I was thinking about this. If you didn't want to cover that up, you could just leave it like with the crisscrosses and then just have a little banner or something with a sentiment. Would be kind of cool. I don't know. If you make this cutout, I want to see it. So definitely share it to the page, okay, besties? Okay. So, what are we doing? It's just a quick week. It's that kind of week. I don't know. I feel much better. My headache went away. I don't know what that was. Yay. I don't know. Maybe it was like a caffeine headache because I had a cup of coffee. And then it came on and I was like, ooh. You know, like that just happened. So, I don't know. So, tonight, what do I got to do? I got to make one more card and clean up for tomorrow. And that's it for me, guys, I think. I'm very excited. Alexis is in town. Jamie, Alexis, and I are going to get together tomorrow night. We're going to hopefully do some thrifting for haunted objects and do a little ghost hunting in the house, you know. So, it's always a good time. You never know. We could discover something. Anyway, I don't know. We're going to film it. So if you don't already follow me and you're interested in paranormal or watching me be weird, check out my Haunted Hive Facebook page. I would really appreciate if you go over there and follow me, because we're trying to get 100 subscribers so that we can do lives, okay? All right, I love you guys. I appreciate you. I will see you in the comments. Mwah.